Welcome to Monteca's Spotlight series. Today I'll be discussing a fascinating paradox that often goes overlooked in society, namely the fact that the most productive functionality that we use is provided for free on the internet. Specifically, free online resources like search, maps, email, and social networks, all of which have materially enhanced our lives, yet we don't pay anything for them. This, of course, opens up a fascinating question for consideration. What are web-based services actually worth? And how much would we pay for them if they weren't free? Unsurprisingly, we aren't the first people to ponder this question. In fact, an interesting study conducted by a team of MIT economists recently tried to address this very question. The team at MIT employed the consumer surplus principle, which is basically a fancy name for the difference between what a consumer is willing to pay for a good or a service and the amount they actually end up paying. For example, if you're willing to pay $100 for a pair of shoes, but only pay $70 for them, then you would have a consumer surplus of $30 from that transaction. By extending the consumer surplus framework to a sample of 80,000 people, the MIT researchers were able to place values on what people were willing to accept monetarily in order to forego various online properties for a year. Interestingly, internet search, or effectively Google, given it has over 90% market share in Australia and the US, was found to be the most valued digital service. In fact, the median of the 80,000 people sample needed nearly $18,000 in compensation to contractually give up the search for a full year. That's nearly $1,500 a month. Some of the reasons cited in the study for this seemingly high number relative to nothing, which is the current price for search, was that many people see Google search as essential to their jobs and functioning in society, hence are reluctant to give it up, even in exchange for significant monetary compensation. As a thought experiment, perhaps it's worth asking yourself, how much would I need in order to give up Google or internet search for a year? The answer may surprise you.